Hey guys, it's Father Time. It's my sign, Father Time. 36-year captain with American Airlines and now a flight simmer because I retired three weeks ago. This is a big part of my retirement plans. I'm going to do a bunch of these videos. Right now, as of this morning, we have 1,085 subscribers. I've been at it for about 6 months or so. I just came back from Microsoft Flight Simulator from P3D, and I came back over here because I was flying the 777 over there while I was active. I didn't want to be in anything but the 777. I'm waiting for that PMDG 777 to make its way over to Flight Simulator. Don't know when that's going to happen. TFDI MD-11 is coming over soon. I'm really looking forward to that. But what I'm looking forward to at the moment is going over on Cross the Pond, CTP, Cross the Pond with VATSIM Network on October 28th. You can go over to VATSIM, establish an account, sign up, and know how to work the VATSIM. Fully staffed controllers from U.S. destinations to Europe. They already did the westbound earlier, I think back in April. Now it's the eastbound. What do you fly over there? Do you fly the 7.4, the 7.8, or do you fly the A310, which doesn't have a lot of range? This thing has a lot of range, but it didn't talk to the sim brief, so it was kind of lame like that. It didn't have an electronic flight bag. A310 had all that stuff. Well, during this latest update, on number 13, which was on the 28th of September, today's October 1st, they got it. They got the electronic flight bag for not only the Dash 10, but if you want the Kuro, which is a modification of the Dash 10, it's a free up aircraft you can download, which just basically is this one, but it's a Dash 8. You can do sim brief downloads to the box, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you twice how to do that, how to do electronic flight bag. We'll go back through, we'll do it again, we'll call it a video. This is a Kennedy, and I'll give you a little bit of a treat here. You can get my drone going here. Kennedy, I got that enhanced Kennedy package. It's a tower. You can fly in the ramp tower. You can fly in the terminals. The 7.8, no sense flying in there. It doesn't have a fully finished cabin like some of the study level aircraft do. Ba-boom. There's Kennedy. It's actually where I went to work for years. Terminal 8. Go through security. We're down underneath. This is how you get down and cross under the ramp and get over to the aircraft. What's really cool with this is you can actually fly into the ramp tower here. Look out at our airplane, Kennedy ramp. Anyway, you know, that's child's play. What am I doing? Let's get in here, and we're not going to go to London, although we followed the flight plan. All we're going to do is get the box programmed using the new update 13. This is not a finished product here. Hi guys, it's me. Man, I thought you retired. I know. Sorry about that. I'm back. So back we are in the cockpit, cold dark airplane. We're not going to use GSX. We're not going to put the people on. We're just going to do it. So what we've done is we've filed a flight plan. Here it is on SimBrief. So you'll need a SimBrief account naturally. If you don't know about that, then you're probably in the wrong place. But this is our SimBrief account. Okay. That's our route of flight. We're not going to make it over there. It's on a North Atlantic track whiskey. It's the Sirac 1 hotel arrival. Keep that in mind. 27 right. We're departing on 31 left. We'll need that when we load the box. So you do that. You generate a flight. You can view the PDF. That's all here. But you know, as you can see, we would have to answer that all manually if we're going across the North Atlantic and prior to this coming out. Now, however, we are good to go because we can talk to the SimBrief. I'll show you how to do it. And the reason I learned this is I watch videos from Microsoft Flight Simulator. I linked the Navigraph charts to here. That's the same flight plan. And we could do the flight plan right off here too if you wanted. But anyway, not important. We're just going to load the box, load the electronic flight bag, pause it, reset it, do it again, call it a day. All right, so let's go to the overhead. We'll do the bare minimum up here. All we're going to do is get the battery on. We're not going to do the whole checklist. Establish power, and we'll get the RUs in quick. I have them in quick align, guys. All right, so that's kind of lame, I know. 787-10. They got the Rolls-Royce engines on them. The database is good till October 4th. By the way, you can upgrade the database through Navigraph. Make sure it's all up to date. If you don't, you end up with problems. So position init. Let's get that started. It looks like all you can do is drop these coordinates in there, right? And it's going. And I'm going to put in KGFK. And it's updating. All right. Now route. So now our aircraft cannot talk. This is how we're going to do this. We need to go to init, index, settings. This is just, won't see this on the aircraft. We're going to do weight and balance later. But now you go to next page and you enter, this is going to say inactive. You enter either your US user ID or your username. And you'll get active showing. Once you get active showing, you go back to index, settings again, weight and balance, and set the weight and balance from your operational flight plan, because now it's talking to SimBrief. Stand by, it says. I write down my zero fuel weight, fuel, cargo, payload 61%, and it's done. There's our CG, 31.06 max. All right, so that's good. We are initialized. Now we go to route request, and down here we're going to get messages that don't come up on the real aircraft. Thinking about it, there it is. Flight plan is ready for load or race. You can clear that. I'm going to load it, execute it. Now we know that it doesn't load the SIDS or the stars. Right, there it is, but no SIDS or stars. So we're going to go departure arrival. It's going to be the scores on clearance with the Yankee transition going to Europe. Out of Kennedy, been there out of the 36 years. Don't forget to subscribe. Click my face and subscribe down there. We need you. Execute that, and I'm going to go to index, arrival, and come down to our arrival. This is not really important. In ILS 27 right, we said no transition. That's good. Then we go to legs. This stuff is standard. Legs, wind request, wait for them to come up. One little change I did notice here, load on FMC page. Okay, clear the message. Load. That's loaded. And now, VNAV, what's this? VNAV says climb forecast data ready. Climb forecast. Never had climb forecast on any airplane. You load that one. Now it says descent forecast ready to load or purge. So we go to descent forecast on the VNAV page, on VNAV, and you go all the way to descent forecast. On the real airplane, if you don't load this stuff, you can't. The FMC stops working. So that's good. So what do we have? We go back and we check it with each other. Just going through the basic procedures here, guys. Index, trends, database is good, position is good. Route, we'd walk through it, compare it to the flight plan. All's good. Then we go through legs, compare that to the flight plan using the plan mode. Step through one at a time, reading it to the other guy. Go Prague, 3110. And what do we say our distance was? Maybe we didn't. It was 3114, so that's very reasonable. It's pretty good, actually. Now we also go init. And index, settings, and we did weight and balance, and we set that from the operational flight plan. We talked about that. All right, so that's the FMC for now. But what do we put in the takeoff? We don't have the takeoff done yet, right? Or the perf? Zero fuel weight, well, 377.7, 377.6. I'll put in the 8 reserves. Cost index, we said, was 35. 35.1. 35.1. What did I do wrong? I guess they just want a 35. That's a CG. Cost index was actually 141. All right, cruise CG, we'll get all that later. Thrust limits, we're going to come back and do our takeoff data in a minute. What is our takeoff data? Before we kind of had to guesstimate it. Now we can actually do it. We have an electronic flight bag. You turn it on right here with this power switch. First thing you do is you hit initialize the flight right here. Doesn't do anything. Then you go to performance, like that. Copy FMC data. And there it is. Takeoff weight, 0 fuel weights in there. Outside air temperature is 18. Wind is 340 at 10. And then runway conditions dry. This one doesn't do anything. I always put optimum in for the thrust rating and the flaps, optimum. Air conditions auto. And nothing here. Calculate. You don't push this button, you actually push the gray. And there you have it. Flaps 5. There's your engine out acceleration. 31 left. You've got 54, 59, 66. And the flex temp is 33. 54, 59, 66. So you would put 66 in here. And then we said, what a memory, huh? 33 on the temperature. 33. I love this because 33. And by the way, I do believe that was TO2. That's a big deal. Oh, no, it's max. One max. Your rating is max. Yeah. Because I put in optimum, it came out as max. It's very unusual. Max, but with 33. So it's full power, 33 rating. All right, so that's it. Takeoff, I go climb power TO, reduce. So full power, reduce, and takeoff. And the CG, you double click here. Comes in, flaps the TPS said 5 off the electronic flight bag. Presto whammo. And there you go. You got everything in here. And FMC pre-flight complete. Doesn't say that in the airplane, but it says it here. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I'm digging that. Accelerates flaps 5. This is TO2. So it's actually TO2 with a 33 on there. So that was wrong. Thought I was doing something wrong. So index, perf, thrust limit, TO2 with 33, takeoff, and 66. And that's in the window. One other thing, if you want to look there, VREF, if you come back in, it's going to be 155, engine out, and CG is 31 in here. 31. All right. That is it. Let's go back and let's do it all again. Okay, we're back. IDEN page. Let's go back through the whole thing real quick. Database is good. Version's good. Init. Let's see. Drop in the GPS coordinates. I have it in rapid align here, so it's going to happen real quick. Not that it really matters. Put in JFK. Get the thing initializing. Now, a simism, you got to get this thing talking to SimBrief. So the number one thing you did, remember, you did go over to SimBrief and you established a flight plan, right? There it is. So you got the flight plan going. If you don't know your username or your number, you can get it down here in account settings. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go index, settings, which is not on the regular aircraft. We'll come back to weight and balance. Go to next page. Put in, it's going to say non-active or inactive. Put in either your user ID or your username. Index, settings, weight and balance. Set from your weight and balance from your operational flight plan. There you go. I write those down. CG is 3106. Zero fuel weight is 377.6. So I write those down. Passenger count is 332 out of 344, and there's your cargo. I kind of write those down. Okay? So you got that. It went from active to inactive, inactive to active. Go back, go to weight and balance, which is on the same page. And NIT, index, the settings page, next page. Put in either user ID or username. Now it goes from inactive to active. Go back, go to weight and balance. Set from operational flight plan, click that. And that's it. Now it's talking to SimBrief, and off we go. I'm going to go to route. And now this part is just like everything. Route request. You're going to have a little message box, which naturally is not in the aircraft. Just thinking about it, go route request. Flight plan is ready to load or erase on route page. Load. Now, we all know that when it loads, it doesn't load execute. We know that it doesn't load the SID or the star, so come in here. Our clearance is going to be JFK 5. Nope, it's not what it is. It's going to be the scores. Yankee transition, not that it matters, right? 31 left. Execute. Go back to index. Put in the arrival. Go down. As we talked about previously, it's Chirac. No transition. ILS 27 right. No transition. Enter. Then what we do, we go through the flight plan. We go back to legs page. Route data. Win request. Feel free to write this all down, guys. You know, the beauty about this thing, load on the route page. Okay, load. Climb forecast ready. Climb forecast. I never heard of climb forecast before, but we've got it now. Climb forecast. Descent forecast ready on the descent forecast page. Descent, you have to go to VNAV. Next page, forecast, and load. You might just want to write that all down if you're not familiar. And that's it. So now our FMC is partially loaded. And we're going to come in here. We're going to go to init, index, ident, 787-10, Rolls-Royce engines, database is good till October 4th, position's good. We go through the route. We make sure we compare this against our flight plan, walk it all the way through.
Airbus November 8861 Foxtrot is at flight level 330, climbing flight level 330.
I think we'll turn off the ATC.
Airbus November 8861 Foxtrot Boston Center, continue as planned.
Didn't mean to do that. We'll have to turn that off. And walk through all the legs. And then you go through the prog, compare 3110 against your flight plan, which is 3114. That looks good. So you did the route, the legs, the prog, and NavRad. Make sure you're not in manual. Otherwise, it takes the VOR out of the part of the package of tuning. Not a big degradation, but it's something. Now, init, zero fuel weight. We wrote that down as 377.6. Reserves were 8. Cost index 141. Got that off the flight plan. Thrust limit. We're going to set that in a minute. All right. Now, we're not going to do the thrust limit or the takeoff because we don't know what our takeoff data is. In the past on this aircraft, we had to guess it. Now we have an electronic flight bag, remember? So here we go, electronic flight bag. We go initialize flight. You don't push this button, which you would in the aircraft. You push initialize flight, and you go performance. And then, if you see here, it's already got the zero fuel weight and the takeoff data in there. But you copy the FMC data. That's what you get. Put in the winds. We're almost done. We're almost done. And that's 340 at 10. Temperature's 18 out there. Celsius. Condition dry. This one doesn't do anything, guys. Thrust rating optimum. Flap configuration optimum. Anti-ice configuration. Engine auto. And the climb, no considerations. CG is 31. And now you're ready. Calculate. It's thinking about it. What do you got? You got a TO2 takeoff. TO2 takeoff, flaps 5, 166 and 33. TO2 takeoff, flaps 5, 166 and 33. TO2 takeoff, 33. If you're TO2 here, you can do a TO2 climb as well. Now you go to takeoff. We know it's a flaps 5. CG, double click here. I didn't know that. You double click, okay? Then you can activate these. And you are done. Watch this. FMC pre-flight complete, which it doesn't say in the airplane. And 166, you'd reach up here and put that in this window. What do you think of that? Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking, that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to fly this bad boy over to the on the across the pond eastbound. Whatever route they gave me, this thing can make it. I don't have to worry about fuel at all. And now it's closer to a study level aircraft. Much closer to a study level aircraft. Pretty cool. Thank you, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Great job on that. And really appreciate you guys. Thank you, all of you on my Discord and on this channel for your comments, suggestion, any help you can give me. Every little bit helps. You take good care of me. I try to do what you asked me to do, so I take good care of you too. For instance, I just did 3 DC-6 missions. Learned to fly that because Freaky D wanted to do that. If you go to my YouTube page, I've got it now by categories. I've got groupings of Phoenix A320 flights, A310 flights, MD-11, a lot of 777 flights, 767, a lot of Warbird flights, P-51, DC-6, all those things. It's a lot of 737-800 PMDG flights. Anyway, it's all over there by category if you want to watch my stuff. Also have some of my grandkids' videos over there. But anyway, this is Father Time checking out, and I really appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you soon.